Hello, welcome to the book review for Understanding and Promoting Transformative Learning. Excuse me. A Guide to Theory and Practice by author Patricia Cranton. Dr. Cranton was a scholar, mentor, humanist, and teacher. She received numerous awards. She was a co-editor of the Journal of Transformative Learning. She's one of the world's foremost scholars in adult education. She received the Order of Canada 2016, recognized as an authority on transformative learning. The book itself, stated purpose at the foundation, is the same as the first and second edition. The third edition basically just updates theoretical developments in transformative theory. The intended audience is faculty, graduate students, adults in higher education. Some of the key ideas.
If you're interested in the kind of education that radically changes the way people think and the way people feel, then it's worth exploring transformative learning theory. It was developed to help educators understand the nature of really significant and powerful learning that changes the learner in profound and long-lasting ways. It was originally formulated by Professor Jack Mezirow in 1975, based on research that he did with women returners in an educational program in the US. It's since been developed and challenged by many others, and it is important to remember this. But in this introductory scribe, we're just going to consider a very simple overview of his initial starting ideas. Everyone has a set of meaning perspectives that they develop as a result of their upbringing and experiences. These are taken for granted ways of seeing ourselves and the world. We're rarely fully conscious of them, and we tend to think that they simply represent the way things are. When people encounter new knowledge, they filter this through those meaning perspectives, and they add this new knowledge to their existing way of seeing the world. Much of the learning we experience takes place like this. It doesn't transform our way of looking at the world, it just builds on it. It adds to what Mezirow called our existing meaning schemes, the subsets of beliefs that are shaped by those larger meaning perspectives. Mezirow categorised the meaning perspectives to which we filter new learning in three ways: personal or psychological, sociolinguistic or epistemic. Personal or psychological meaning perspectives are beliefs about ourselves and the kind of things we can do. So, I'm not the kind of person who can do this, or it would be wrong of me to do that. Sociocultural or sociolinguistic meaning perspectives are what we believe about the world, society, and the way it's organised. For example, our beliefs about class, race, gender, economics. And epistemic meaning perspectives are what we believe about what knowledge is and the way it's made. For example, we might believe that knowledge is objective and absolute, and we can always know what the right answer is. Transformative learning happens when we encounter new knowledge or have new experiences that won't fit into our existing meaning perspectives. Mezirow labelled these disorienting dilemmas. They can shake our sense of ourselves, our understanding of the world, or our certainties about knowledge. In order to be able to manage these new ideas and experiences, we have to reformulate our meaning perspectives. We have to make them more inclusive. We have to change our assumptions and reshape those underlying beliefs. And this can be painful because it involves letting go of some dearly held beliefs, and it can be difficult, requiring lots of thought and critical reflection. Now, Mezirow spoke about this as a 10-stage process, and we might look at that in the next scribe. So remember, this is a simple overview of Mezirow's initial formulation of the idea. Later scholars have developed the model to take account of learning in relation to others, of feminist critiques, of critical social theory, emotional, affective, and subconscious dimensions of learning. If you want to learn more, good starting points are Patricia Cranton's 2006 Understanding and Promoting Transformative Learning, and Ed Taylor and Patricia Cranton's edited Handbook of Transformative Learning, Theory and Practice.
Key ideas within the early chapters of the book involved approaches regarding perspectives, transformations, and learner profiles. The book provided practical strategies and suggestions for educators. Those strategies included self-reflection, support, ideas, authenticity, including the 5 facets of authenticity. Critiques. The book was generally lauded by the academic community. It was a very good book as a foundational source. The current limitations, the research is limited to a snapshot as it relates to gender, culture, and so forth. Most of the time, the conditions cannot be recreated.